Hello, happy Friday. It is Friday, October 30th. Tomorrow, full moon, Halloween, daylight savings, fall back. So we get an extra hour on Halloween, which is kind of cool, I think. But I love Halloween. The whole spirits walking around freely and scaring people, whatever. I think it's cool. Plus, I just really like to dress up and I love to decorate my yard. So there's that. And I love community. I love when the community comes together. I just hope we can do it safely this year. So let's see what on this Friday Spirit wants us to know. What's going to be for our greatest and highest good? What messages do they have? What's our overall vibration for this daily vibe check? And keep in mind too, like it doesn't have to be specific. Like we just get an overall vibe. So I might ramble on a while about certain things. Specific cards don't have to mean like specific things. They can mean just an overall vibration. An overall vibration. Okay. There's one. Pull one of these. Okay, so I feel like we have a little bit of a continuing theme from yesterday, from a few readings this week. So the first card that comes up is Seven of Wands. This is defending your territory. It can be taking a defensive posture. And I believe a couple days ago, may have been Wednesday's read. I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday that was all about finding your voice and standing up for what you believe in and understanding that you do have a voice and it does matter. And then you've got the next card is the Death Reverse card, which is saying that something should have ended, but it has not. So we might still be in that holding pattern right now. And that because the next card is the Three of Wands reverse, which came up yesterday. And again, you saw me shuffle and I've done other readings since then. So I feel like this is an overall saying, okay, it's fine to defend yourself. It's fine to stand up for yourself, but don't do it without the intention of making sure something is coming to an end. Like you need to end the things that you're defending or that you're trying to stand up for. Like you need to separate yourself and from the things that you feel like you have to defend yourself from. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And until you do that, your ships aren't coming in. Things are not going to go in your favor until you get rid of these things. And, don't just fight off things. You want to actively get yourself out of situations and avoid situations where you don't have to defend yourself. We shouldn't have to go through our life every single day defending ourselves or defending who we are or what we believe or what we feel. So then the last card is Cleansing Waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So I love this for this reading because it's saying you need to get rid of some things. In order for new things to grow, sometimes things have to die. And you need to cleanse yourself of negative self-talk. Cleanse yourself of things that are not serving you well. That sometimes it's a matter of cleansing yourself from the shells, the hard shells that you have built around you, or all the wands that you've put around you to keep people from getting in. Because you have not dealt with a particular issue and you just think that if you bury it far enough down in the mud, no one will see it. No one will know it's there and I don't have to deal with it, except that causes delay in getting what we want and what we're working for. So take the time to start cleansing and even if it comes down to maybe you do need a spa day. Do a DIY spa day. You just need to take that time to start shedding the layers of negativity away, shed the layers of people that no longer serve you, take a day away from social media if necessary, and just know that as you go through this cleansing process, things will turn around. Things will turn around for you, and you're going to feel more uplifted. You're going to feel empowered. That's the whole idea behind me doing these, by the way. It's not that I'm trying to predict anything or, what's the word I'm looking for? It's completely spaced. I've completely spaced it. I don't want you to predetermine how your day is going to be. I just want you to be aware that certain things are going to come your way. And there's an overall vibration that Spirit wants you to know about. And that if you're aware, then you can deal with it when it comes, because you will be mentally prepared. Don't be no self-fulfilling prophecies. That's what I was looking for. Don't go, well, that lady in the YouTube said that I'm going to need to defend myself, and then just get defensive over everything. No, it's not how that works. It's a self-check. Check in with yourself and say, am I being defensive? And if I am, why? Am I just like covered in mud right now and I've like buried my true authentic self down here? Because it's not working. And that little voice inside cannot get out and cannot be heard. And if you can't get out and be heard, then you can't get what you want. So cleanse away those layers of dirt. Cleanse away those bad feelings, those negative self-talk, everything that you do to tear yourself down. Get rid of it. Start cleansing it away. And once you start doing that, your life force comes up and out, and you're able to have a voice, and you're able to live authentically. And man, I tell you what, the day that I chose to live authentically was probably the most powerful day in my entire life. Even above and beyond even like giving birth and, major life events. It wasn't even that. It was a choice that I made, and I cannot tell you how it felt to have this burden lifted, because I was no longer hiding behind what I thought everyone else wanted to see. And I was a very defensive person. I was negative a lot, and I just felt like I was trapped. Once I started cleansing my way, cleansing away all that dirt and grime and things that just didn't work, it's amazing the difference my life literally turned a corner and completely changed. And I encourage anyone who feels like they're living a lie, or they don't know what in the world they're doing right now, and they just feel lost and like they can't see the forest for the trees, then take the time to start cleansing away, layer at a time, chipping away the mud, and reveal yourself. So as part of my process, in a meditation at one point, I have felt like I explained to my therapist that I felt like I was up to here in mud, and I could barely breathe, and I could barely function, and I was just like in muck and mud, and I hated it. And in order to start freeing myself, to cleanse myself, I had to visually lift myself up out of the mud. And when mud dries, it gets hard and it cracks away and turns to dust, right? So I would envision myself, all that mud just hardening, and not even trying to get it off while it's wet and slimy. Let it harden, because that's what we do. It hardens. And chip it away. Blow up all the dust. And underneath all of that muck and dried up, useless dust was a shiny new suit. It was white and sparkling and clean, and it was it was my way of feeling successful and new and reborn. So I highly encourage, if you're looking for a meditation to start feeling like you're coming out, like if you feel like you're drowning up to here, or like covered in mud, and not in one of those cool spas experiences either, but like in junk, then I highly recommend, start doing some visualization work. Imagine those layers just coming off. And it's not going to happen overnight, but the day you decide it needs to happen, and that you're just like, you dig your heels in and it's going to happen, is the day that you will feel free and amazing and light and airy, and you will look upon people completely differently, and not in a bad way, but you'll see so many more things than you ever could have imagined to see. So that's my really long-winded spiel for today. And I hope you start taking those steps to live authentically and taking away the things that are no longer serving you. That being said, have a fantastic day. Bye.